It is now the 25th at about 7:30 at night, and I've been in the Royal Alex Hospital for almost 24 hours. Emergency triaged in, waited for 12 hours, and I am in so much pain. I should have been getting tests done, and I had requisitions for. I was supposed to get physio chiropractor and getting my walker and new walker and things like that, along with doing other legal things and so many things to do, and I couldn't do it because of that landlord. And here I am, having to follow policy of the AHS security guards, trying to enforce the fact that I'm not supposed to be on the floor, and laying on my side, and it's all I can do. And I have a doctor's letter stating that I have several medical conditions and causing me severe pain, and one of them is a back injury that's causing me great difficulty walking, standing, or sitting, and that leaves me the ability to lie down, and all I've been doing is lying down on my back or side without being in the way, and using this wheelchair for a walker because the landlord has a walker, and I've had to deal with continually being told to get off the floor even though I'm not in the way and I'm on something that is clean because of policy. And I've been saying, well, my doctor's letter states I can't sit. I can't. It's the most painful thing in the world to do. It's sit. It's worse than even walking or standing. And they're trying to force me to sit in a chair in the way hospital emergency department. I haven't been able to do it. And finally, I've had to go through every nurse and every peace officer to explain the same thing over and over again. And it's very stressful. And I am so exhausted and so starving. And it's I had to go and actually have a bite to eat and a coffee at a little restaurant. I told the nurses I had to do that. I can't eat bread. I tried to eat half a bread egg salad sandwich, and it made me really sick. And so I did that, and I came back as soon as I could, stuck on the toilet because of basically a colorectal cancer symptoms. Maybe it's not that, but I haven't even been able to get the testing done yet that I was supposed to for my family doctor. And it's so painful. And I get stuck on the toilet, and it feels like you're giving birth and lots of blood coming out. And the gas is not even socially acceptable. And then I ended up having to take about an hour at least to get that to stop from hurting, and then came back here and they called my name and they had to re-triage in and start all over again. So now I've been back here for another 6.5 hours again, going through the same thing, and I'm so exhausted, and I wasn't able to go and supplement my income and make anything on the side, so I spent my last little payday loan of $20 on getting something to eat that I could digest the coffee, and that just made me sick. I can't run on no food, and I can't eat bread, and I can't supplement my income, and I'm 2 days away from having the ACE come in, but right now I don't have the ability to pay for my cell phone bill, to call people, and I don't really have people or call anywhere at all to get help at all, and I can't do any really thing. I've been using the Wi-Fi here at least, but I still can't make calls or texts on my phone. I don't have it anyway, and I don't have anywhere to go that I can. I'm in too much pain, and I'm too sick. ACE has been denying me the things that I qualify for, like a temporary motel, because I don't have the doctor's letter, but the family doctor doesn't want to write letters, and and it's his policy not to, and it's the doctor's policy at the hospitals not to make a call either or write a letter, and the social workers get involved, and it's the same thing that happens. They come back and tell me I have to go to a homeless shelter. Well, I've been abused, I've been stolen from. Really, I've got video evidence and witnesses, and I just can't take it anymore. I'm in no physical or mental or emotional condition to even be taken in there because I'm too high needs and they can't meet my needs. And that's what I was told the last time I was at 2 shelters, that they can't even meet my needs. I'm too much high needs, and I'm not high needs enough to be in the hospital, and that leaves me on the outside, and I'm too tired, and I'm too sick, and I'm in too much pain. I can't carry anything. I don't have my walker even. I can barely walk. It's so painful. It's so fucking painful to walk or stand or lift anything. And what am I supposed to do? My storage unit fees came due yesterday, and so then my cell phone plan, I'm 56 hours away from having it all come together. And then, but for the last 2 days, last week, and especially the last 2 days, I haven't been able to be or inside my storage unit at all. I can't access it. My entry is denied because I owe the $150 monthly fee, and I can't use my phone either unless I'm using Wi-Fi, and I can't use shelters because I'm too sick and in too much pain, and I wouldn't anyways because I'd rather die freezing to death. And here we go with the flash. It's a problem for someone. Yeah. So, I haven't been recording the patients or the staff, and so anyway, yeah, so, I'm facing a wall with nobody there. I'm not that stupid, and my flash comes on for some reason when I'm recording, but anyway, that's fine. They know. I think I'm vibing it, but I really am on my end game because I'm not getting the help that I'm legally required to get, because it's everybody's policy at the end of the day, literally, to enforce things that aren't even illegal, or to do things that are inhumane, or to not do things that they should and could do. And that leaves me like this, and I'm not suicidal, but I could just as soon walk in front of traffic. I would have rather not been saved from being unconscious and almost dying twice. It's in my medical records from something that wasn't even painful, than to be brought back to life, to not be getting the help that I need for the things that are incapacitating me and making it so that I can't work, and that I'm being reduced to being a helpless, hopeless victim, even though it's not one person. I wouldn't allow it. It's the systemic abuse that's been normalized, and the policies of the governments to use peace officers and security guards as pawns. So they don't have to have any education other than a 40-hour online course completed, and it's so dumbed down, it's not even funny. And to pass a criminal record check, they don't even have to have a minimum of any education or GPA to get in. You don't have to pass an interview. You just have to do this 40-hour online course that you pay for, and it's not very much money, and pass, get a criminal record check, and then you can be a security officer, a peace officer. And when I was in correctional services, it was a full 8-hour day, 5-day a week, 2-year full-time, intense course that you have to pass an interview to get into. Extremely difficult. They weed out the weak and the dumb, or the ones that aren't suitable for that job. And then you do all kinds of practicums and field placements and all kinds of training and law courses, Palooza, and we used to kind of laugh at the security, police and security program at Grand McCune because there was nothing. Nobody needed to even take it. It was redundant. And why would you even bother wasting your time and money to take that to be something that is ridiculous and not necessary? But now, that's the way it is. So I'm dealing with this now. It just feels a little fucking sick. I'm not socially acceptable. I have to pretzel myself and lay on one side to just even get minimal amount of pain. Not to alleviate all the pain. That's impossible. I can barely even do that when I'm sleeping. I also have 3 screws in my right leg that make it really hard for me to lie on my right side. That leaves me lying on my right. You can't do that for 8 hours a night. And then I have to get up and go pee and get all worked up and anxious about having to walk through gauntlets and go through obstacles and hurdles that take Herculean effort to get through and require all your mental and emotional strength to make sure that you're not being too obvious about being seen coming and going and wherever. And I do need to have some ability to be alone. I was sitting in an area in the hospital this last bit, where there's 2 security guards from their last shift were the only ones that ever came at me hot without. I've already got the video of that. They were going to do that again. Go out of their way to tell me I can't be on the floor. For what reason? Because it's dirty? We're all sick in here and in pain. The last thing we're worried about is being dirty. And the floor, I guarantee it, is the most sanitary part of the whole emergency department. And I have something to lay on my side and get comfortable with. I'm doing that in a corner. But I had to go inside and have a cigarette and just get away from all the noise and all the people. There's so many people and so much noise, and then 2 guys start yelling. I just can't take it. I just want to go back and be in a little room, even a storage unit, and just be by myself. I never come out. Unfortunately, I'm alive and I have needs. And so I have to come out to use the bathroom or go have a cigarette or manage my food, charge my phone, and just keep on trying. Because like I've been saying, another day alive. It's another opportunity to keep trying. And I am trying, or I wouldn't be here. I'm making the best of it and just going to the hospital to try to get my test done here for my back x-ray, and my arm is probably still fractured. I know those 2 things, obviously. And the colorectal cancer test. And I'm starving. I can't eat bread, and that's what they have. I don't have anything. Ability to go. To go and even make $5 holding up a sign somewhere because I'm too weak, I'm too tired, and I'm too much pain, I'm too sick. And I didn't deserve this. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not stupid enough to screw up any opportunity to be able to be in a room by myself, pay good money for it. That's what I was doing at the motel, but I couldn't afford $100 a day. And ACE kept denying me the emergency temporary motel funding that I need, and nobody listens long enough or looks in the files at all long enough to go, oh yeah, there's proof Palooza there, and evidence and documentation. I told ACE that all the hours and hours and hours I did spend at the landlord's house here, getting interrupted, having my concentration disrupted. I spent so much time sending things to them and emailing if they call, and nobody's read anything, and there's a lot of it, a lot of documentation and explanations, and nobody can even read it all day long enough to just say it's our policy to say no. It's our policy to make you be tortured. It's our policy. That's all I'm hearing is fucking policy. That's not law. It was obviously my landlord's policy, whether it put in words or not, to not even follow the law whatsoever, to harass me and torture me, trying to give me a nervous breakdown about accusing me of things that I wasn't doing and being so ridiculous and obvious. I just let him hang himself on video, and all I did was try my best, and the evidence will support that, is to prevent him from doing this to me. I can't afford on any level to be put in this position. I'm not stupid. And all the videos I've taken over the past week, which is pretty much all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except for when I'm sleeping. When have I ever shown that I'm mentally unwell, or that there's anything inherently wrong with my decision making, or that I'm never intoxicated? Not once. So that is proof positive. And I just hope to God somebody or people at some point this makes a difference for me, especially because it means everything to me to be a good mother to my son. I can't do anything. I can't do my purpose, and nothing means anything if my son is the one who's getting hurt and angry at me. He doesn't understand. And that landlord was phoning him on a constant basis to tell him things about me that weren't true. And I couldn't get ahead of it. And my son he lent me hundreds of dollars to be able to rent this room in time to pay the damage deposit. The landlord phoned my son and told him to pay it. I couldn't even stop that. I was gonna walk. By the time I could contact my son, go downstairs and grab my phone, my son had already emailed them the 800 damage deposit that he never told me about, and then was very upset at me and sent me a nasty message, or not nasty, but
Can I see your wristband, please?
And so my son's been waiting for me to pay him back. That money came out of his down payment for his house. Not even talking to me. Yes, it's right there. Okay, go ahead. No, I can't. I have a fractured arm. Here, it's right here. And yeah, I can't.
Okay, Candace, can you sit on the chair?
No, I can't. I have a doctor's letter stating that.
What?
I have several medical conditions causing me severe pain, and one of them is walking, sitting, or standing causes me severe pain and great difficulty, and it takes precedence. I've got the copy of the doctor's letter. I am trying to get comfortable and wait. I was told it would be about 5 more minutes or so, half an hour ago, and then I'll go in the back there. Yes, exactly. And I can't.
Okay.
And so there you go. This is what I have to go through. I have to explain this every time, and try to be calm and not get angry, but they come at me hot, and it's upsetting. It stresses me out. I can't relax. I can't sleep here. I can't take advantage of the long waits, and then I'm hungry and I can't concentrate on getting anything done. It requires focus, concentration, and difficulty, and concentration on something other than fighting for my life, sticking up for my rights, videotaping things that are inhumane, and trying to be calm. It's just, this landlord is evil, and I didn't deserve any of this, and this wouldn't be happening. And that meant everything to me and my son on every level, and then some, literally. That's why I did so much, and did so much extra, and never argued, or swore, or raised my voice in anger. I ran around like a chicken with my head cut off, literally walking on eggshells, trying to appease him, and just okaying, and doing whatever he said, and not arguing with him, just, and not being sucked into that. And it didn't do me any good. It alienated me from my son, and my three people that have helped me along the way to be able to buy food. Don't understand what this is about totally and continually. Why? Since I moved in there, has it been a never-ending slow torturous death? What am I supposed to say? I can't even make it another 56 hours. I have nowhere to go feasible that is quiet, where I'm not going to be having people come at me and say my name and startle me and want my attention one way or the other, or be having my attention drawn to them by being loud. I don't have anywhere to just have peace and be alone, sleep, and I can't anyway. I'm starving. I don't want to fight and argue with anyone, but I can't do what I can't do, and I can't do what's impossible, and to be required and forced, literally forced, to do something that's impossible that you can't do is the textbook definition of torture. And I know for a fact every single person on this planet has the fundamental number one right not to be living in a state of pain and suffering and tortured. I know all about that. And the police officers, the security guards, don't know anything about laws like that. They don't know about human rights laws or even criminal code laws. Not much about procedural laws or any laws. Really, they know about policies, and policies that need to be enforced. And they're used as pawns. They're artificial intelligence with no intelligence, and they don't care. They're just here to power trip. Why would you even want to be a security guard if you don't have to have any requirements other than how to enforce policies, not laws? They can't even enforce laws. They don't even have the legal jurisdiction to do that. That's why they can't carry guns and pepper spray. They have to call the police for assistance with that kind of thing. Yes, they can take you down and put you in handcuffs, but after, that takes a special level of training to do, and takes the top echelon of peace officers that have to be able to do that much alone. They can't do anything more than restrain, use the use of force model. They don't even know about that. I've already had that abused use of force model. Prevent a breach of the peace, but they're breaching the peace themselves. And there was somebody I know. I look and sound and feel socially fucking unacceptable. I can't even get comfortable for the life of me, even laying down by myself anywhere. That takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, so I have to keep moving around, and my back is clicking in my hips and my arm. And nobody understands fully. They don't. I don't expect them to. Well, a few around me do, that were sitting around here. one time when a peace officer came in and was going to make me get up off the floor. Three people when she can't. In unison, 2 women and a man. And I didn't expect that at all. I wasn't sitting here complaining about anything. I don't do that. They just heard me every time I tried to move. I couldn't keep that pain in. And every time I tried to get up, I used a wheelchair to go. And the more tired I get and the more stressed I get, the worse it gets. It takes me hours every day just to use the toilet. And it takes me hours every day just to get to and back. Yes.
We have a room for you. Can you
Excellent.
go with the nurse, please?
Yeah.